Hello dear students, I hope you all are fine and doing your studies well. Let us continue our chapter. Till now we have read that all the students with their teachers reached at petrol pump because two buses needed to be refilled. Here some students are talking. They are saying, hey, it has such a big tummy. It has already taken 100 liters. They are talking about the bus. That bus has such a big tummy. It has such a big tank. And the bus has already taken 100 liter of diesel. Another student is saying, so we have to pay 3,500 rupees for the diesel. He is saying this because see here in the meter this man is showing them that 100 liters of petrol has been filled in this bus, and for that 3,500 rupees they need to pay. For 100 liters of diesel they need to pay 3,500. Now here the question is, look in the picture and find the price of 1 liter of diesel. We need to find the price of 1 liter of diesel. Here in this picture 100 liters price is given and we need to find the price of 1 liter of diesel. Let us find that. So what is given to me, that 100 liter diesel costs rupees 3,500. So what does 1 liter diesel cost? We need to find the cost of 1 liter. Here 100 liter diesel, the price of 100 liter diesel is given to us. Alright. So in this case, when more quantity is given and we need to find for one, which operation we will apply? We will apply division. We will apply division. Alright. Because this 3,500 price is for 100 liter. It means it is shared equally among 100 liter of diesel. And we need to find the price of 1 liter of diesel. For this we will do division. We will divide the whole price with 100 liters. Let us divide 3,500 by 100. So here we need to count the table of 100. 100 is a 3-digit number. We will take 3-digit number first. 350. Now 100 ones are 100. 100 twos are 200. 100 threes are 300. So I will write 300 here as it is less than 350. I will subtract it. 0 minus 0 is 0. 5 minus 0 is 5. And 3 minus 0 is 0. Now this 0 comes down. This becomes 500. And I know that 100 5s are 500. So I left with 0. So my answer is 35. What does it mean? That price of 1 liter of diesel is 35. So here the price of 1 liter of diesel I will write is rupees 35. Alright. Now what happened next? As the buses are being refilled, some children go to the toilet near the petrol pump. When buses are being refilled, some of the students went to the toilet. And here, see, this girl is laughing. She's saying, Aman has taken as much time to empty himself as one bus is taking to refill. How much time Aman has taken? As much time the bus taking to refill. And here we read that each bus takes about 15 minutes to refill. It means this bus takes 15 minutes to refill and the same amount, the same time taken by Aman to empty himself. So the question is, how much time did Aman take to come out of the toilet? He took how much time he took? He took 15 minutes. Alright. So now next topic is to Bhimbetka. Moving towards the story. After the buses are refilled, the journey starts again. Now the children are told that they are stopping at Bhimbetka. They again restart their journey from petrol pump. Yes, they stopped at petrol pump. Now they again started their journey and now they will stop at Bhimbetka. Now during the journey, Anjan, one student asked, "What is Bhimbetka?" Miss Rana replied, "It's a place with lots of caves and cave paintings made by people 10,000 years ago." Sumonto said, 10,000 years? I cannot even think of 1,000 years back. Gopi said, "Oh, 1,000 years is a big thing. I can't even think of 100 years. Gauri said, "I can think of 100 years because my father's grandmother is 100 years old." Manjeet said, "That means those caves are almost 100 great grandmothers old." Everybody burst into laughter. Ha ha ha. Now the children are really excited to see the cave paintings. It is about 11 o'clock when they reach Bhimbetka. Now here they are talking, "Wow, even 10,000 years ago, people made such lovely paintings that too on rocks." And this girl is saying, "Oh, these rocks are thousands of years old." Yes, these paintings are 10,000 years old, and 10,000 years ago, people made paintings on rocks. These paintings are made on rocks. Now, Shankar said, "This painting also has very big bisons. Hey, I got an idea. I will count the bisons and you count the deer in the paintings." Bonumala said, "I will count people. Let us see which are the most. Bisons, deer and people." They are counting these three. Now this boy, Shankar, said 34, 35, 36, 37. I got 37 bisons. And girl, 112, 113, 114. I got 117 deer. So the boy counted 37 bisons, 37 bisons, and the girl counted 117 deer. Which is more, bison or deer? Yes, deer are more. Now the question is, how many more deer are there than bisons? We need to find how many deer are more than these bisons. Let us find. So we have 37 bisons and 117 deer. This is more. And how much more? What we will do? We will subtract. Yes, 117. And we will subtract 37 from 117. Now 7 minus 7 is 0. I cannot subtract 3 from 1. It will take borrow. It becomes 11 and it becomes 0. 11 minus 3 is 8. So 80 deer are more than bisons. Alright. So here I will write 80. But Bonumala is the happiest because the number of people is even more than the number of deer and bisons together. Her count is less than 200. Why she is happy? Because her count is more than the number of bisons and number of deer together. So first we will find what is the total count of bisons and deer. We had 37 bisons and 117 deer. So what will be the total of these two? I will write 117 and 37, and to find the total I will add them both. Now 7 plus 7 is 14. 1 will carry over here. 3 plus 1 is 4 and 1 is 5, and this 1 comes here. It becomes 154. So the total of bisons and deer is 154, but Bonamala count is more than the total. It means it is more than 115. It is more than 154, and it is also given that her count is less than 200. It is more than 154 and less than 200. So the question is, how many people must Bonamala have counted? Here a list is given: 214, 154, 134, 177. 4 options are given. We need to guess that how many people Bonamala counted. We have 2 hints that Bonamala count is more than 154. So it means we can strike off 134 and 154 because the count is more than 154. And one more hint we have, that the count is less than 200. It means this is greater than 200. This is also not possible. So the only option left is 177. It means her count is 177. Now the guide tells them that there are 600 cave paintings in all. It is time to leave Bhimbetka. The question here is, they have spent 1 hour there. What time is it? We have read that they reached at 11 o'clock and now they spent 1 hour there. So 1 hour after 11 o'clock will be 12 o'clock. 1 hour after 11 o'clock is 12 o'clock. So they are leaving at 12 o'clock. They are now moving towards Bhopal. They should reach there in less than 1 hour. So they should reach there at Bhopal in less than 1 hour. It means after 12 o'clock they leave Bhimbetka at 12 o'clock, and after 1 hour, what will be the time? After 1 hour, it will be 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. After 1 hour, it will be 1 o'clock. So they will reach there in less than 1 hour, means they will reach there around 1 o'clock. Where they have to go? Bhopal. Now it is lunch time. The children are hungry by this time, so they take out their lunch packs. Biscuits, oranges and bananas are also distributed in all the buses. Each child is to be given 1 orange, 1 banana and 5 biscuits. So they are hungry. All children are hungry. And what is distributed to them? Oranges, bananas and biscuits. And every child get 1 orange, 1 banana and 5 biscuits. But all the children take oranges and biscuits, but 38 children do not take bananas. Out of all the children, 38 children do not take bananas. So question here is, how many oranges, biscuits and bananas are distributed? We need to find the total number of oranges, biscuits and bananas distributed to children. Children, do you remember in the starting of the chapter we found the total number of children going for the trip? It was 210. It means total children who are in the trip are 210 children. Alright. So if one child get 1 orange, I will write 1 child get 1 orange. So how many children we have? 210 children will get how many oranges? 210 times 1. So what is 210 multiplied by 1? 210 only. So it means 210 children get 210 oranges, because each child is getting 1 orange only. So 210 children get 210 oranges. Similarly, each child get 1 banana. So I can write one child get one banana. So 210 children will get how many bananas? 210 times 1, which is equal to 210. So 210 bananas they get. How many children? 210 children get 210 bananas. But here it is given that 38 children do not take bananas. It means out of this 210 bananas, 38 children do not take bananas. So we will remove this 38, we will subtract it. The 0 will take borrow. This becomes 0, this becomes 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. Again this 0 take borrow. This become 1, this become 10. 10 minus 3 is 7 and 1 comes here. So how many bananas are distributed? 172 bananas are distributed because 38 students refuse to take bananas. So we will remove that and we have now 172 bananas. Now let us find the number of biscuits distributed. One child get how many biscuits? 5 biscuits. So we'll write one child get 5 biscuits and we have 210 children. So 210 children will get how many biscuits? 210 times 5. Here we need to multiply 210 by 5. 210 multiplied by 5. 5 multiplied by 0 is 0. 5 multiplied by 1 is 5 and 5 multiplied by 2 is 10. So how many biscuits are distributed? 1050 biscuits are distributed. So we have the count of each item. The answer is how many oranges are distributed? 210 oranges are distributed. How many bananas are distributed? 172 bananas are distributed. And how many biscuits are distributed? 1050 biscuits are distributed. So here we can write that 210 oranges, 172 bananas and 1050 biscuits are distributed. Alright students.